Today I was given the opportunity to go and donate blood. See that right there? I went and I sat down and I told the lady that I didn't like needles. And she looked at me and she said, "Do you know where your blood goes?" And I said, "No, I'd never had anybody tell me where my blood went." So she looked up all of the times I had donated over the last several years, and she told me all of the hospitals where my blood donation had gone, including one children's hospital, and made me pause a second and realize that what I was doing there was actually helping people. So what does this have to do with real estate investing? Why am I talking about this? So often in today's society, we have these beliefs that you shouldn't have to do the things that you don't want to do. You should really be able to focus on doing the things that you want to do in life. Personally, I think that is an immature and selfish way of thinking. That's right, I said it. If I were to stick with doing just the things that I want to do, I wouldn't go and give blood. I wouldn't do service. I wouldn't do any of those things. I would just focus on what I want to do in life. Well, I think it's time for us to think about more than just what I want to do, and I think we should think about the things, what should I do? That's right. I think that this idea of talking about what you should do has been demonized in society, but I'm going to say it. There are things that we should do and there are things that we shouldn't do. I'm fairly conservative in my beliefs. I believe that as the father and husband, I should support my family. And so I went to school, I got a degree, and I opened up a therapy practice, and I built that practice up. And with that money, I was able to support my family. My kids had food, they had shelter, they had clothing, they had what they needed. But there were other things that I wanted my kids to have. I wanted them to experience things. I wanted to have enough money to help fulfill some of my wife's dreams, which had to do with going and serving people in other countries. And I wasn't going to be able to do that on my income as a therapist. We also wouldn't have been able to serve in the ways in which we wanted to serve. So over the last 8 years, I've been working hard at learning how to be a real estate investor. I bought properties, I've sold properties, I own several properties today, but it took me a long time to learn how to be a real estate investor. After I built my therapy practice, it would have been easy to just come home and watch shows or watch sports and hang out with friends. I could have thought to myself, I already went to school, I already built a practice. I'm done. I'm just going to do the things that I want to do now. Well, as a real estate investor, I've been able to employ tons of people. I've been able to help people get into homes. I've been able to provide opportunities and experiences to my wife and my kids. But all of those things came about because I went beyond what I wanted to do. And I focused on doing things that I should do. I knew I had the ability to learn and grow. And so rather than just taking it easy, I realized that I had to put forth more work so that I could learn and I could help other people. So I would encourage you to stop thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm good, I did my time, I went to school, I got a job, or I built a business, and so I'm good. Jim Rohn shares this concept when he asks the question, how tall does a tree grow?
All life form strives to the max of its potential except human beings. All life form strives to the max of its potential except human beings. How tall will a tree grow? As tall as it possibly can. You never heard of a tree growing half as high as it could. No, trees don't grow half. A tree drives its roots as deep as it can, reaches as high as it can, produces every leaf it can, every fruit it possibly can. To the max. Every life form strives to the max, except human beings. Now, why not human beings? Jot this down. You've been given the dignity of choice.
I'm going to encourage you to keep growing, to keep learning. Not to just say that you're good with where you're at. Do what you should do, which is continual growth, continual progress. Create opportunities for your kids. Work hard on helping your spouse get their dreams too. Let's be done with this idea of doing what you want to do. And now let's focus on doing what you should do. And that's all I wanted to share with you today. Have a fantastic day investing in real estate.